Okay. Um, I don't know how this audio will sound. Hopefully, it sounds good. It might be a little bit choppy, but um, hopefully it sounds good and everything works out. I'm recording from a different device right now, so I apologize in advance for however bad this may or may not sound. But just going to talk a little about the Phillies and the Braves uh, three-game series that just took place here. Um, it wasn't it wasn't a great series. Um, Phillies didn't play well. Pitching wasn't that sharp. Well, at least in the first game anyway. And we lost 2 out of 3, but we really could have won 2 out of 3 ourselves, or we really could have even swept um, the series. We were in a position to do that. Now that we look back at the series and it's over, the one mistake that really stood out in the series, obviously, was the gaffe between um, Johan Rojas and Edmundo Sosa in the outfield. Obviously, that was Edmundo's first time being out there in the outfield, and I thought he played fairly well. He had a nice um, home run that he robbed um, over the fence there, but um, the miscommunication between him and Johan Rojas is really kind of like what set off the chain events in that game because up to that point, I mean, it was still early in the game, but up to that point, Zach Wheeler had been pitching fairly well, and um, both of them were trying to field a pop fly, and neither one of them called for it. I don't know if they didn't hear each other or it wasn't called for properly, but whatever the case was, um, it was a routine fly out that should have been made, routine play that should have been made, and they both just looked at it and it fell in the infield, or excuse me, in the outfield for a hit, and um, that really is what kind of was the catalyst for the 3-run home run that Zach Wheeler would give up later on in the game. Now, of course, again, Zach Wheeler wasn't sharp in that game, but it set off. It was that certainly didn't help. I'll put it that way. It didn't help that that Zach Wheeler or excuse me that um Rojas and Sosa messed up on the play. Really, it falls on the responsibility of Johan Rojas because he's the more seasoned outfielder. Sosa's kind of like a out there for the first time, learning how to play the outfield, learning how to move in the outfield. He's an infielder by trade, and so but it was a play that should have been made. Somebody should have made it, but more blame, rightfully so, will probably be placed on Rojas, and that kind of again um, is what kind of set off the chain of events in that game. Zach Wheeler, he would kind of uh, falter along the way. I think he gave up 5 earned runs in that game, and we ended up losing the game 7-5. So it was a tough break for us. Um, and then in the second game, we were able to win that one, but it wasn't without its dramatic moments too. Um, 4-3. It was nice to see Trey Turner break out and really start to come alive offensively. He had his first home run in the ninth inning. It was in a clutch situation, but that ninth inning wasn't without its drama as well. Jose Alvarado had the bases loaded, and we were very much in danger of losing that game as well. But Alvarado had a great close appearance, and we were able to salvage the win, at least get one win in the series um, by winning the game 4-3. So it was nice to see. And then yesterday in the rubber match, Jesus Lazardo, again, another stellar outing from him. Went 6 innings, gave up 1 run. It was unfortunate because the game got rained out. It was a delay, and we were certainly in a good position to win that game. But um, again, uh, unfortunate circumstance with the weather. And by the time we came back into the game, um, we just weren't as sharp as we could have been. Had the game not been delayed by rain, I think that we were in a good position to win it, to get out of there with the series win. But obviously we didn't. And Marcell Ozuna, um, who has been a pain in the Phillies side for the last couple of years, walks the game off with a 2-run home run, and we end up losing the game. So it's always tough with those with these division games. I know the Braves are 3-8 now, or 3-9, so something like that. They're in the bottom of the NL East right now, but records they tend to get thrown out whenever you're playing a division opponent, and that was certainly the case in this series against the Braves. It's certainly not the last time we'll see them. We've got several more series with them coming up throughout the year, but it is disappointing to not be able to get out of there, get out of Atlanta with a series win, because it was certainly there for the taking. We outplayed them um, for good stretches of the series, but um, we just weren't able to cash in when we needed to. So we move on. We'll see those guys again throughout the year. Now we get ready for the Arizona St. Louis Cardinals. My mind is still on football, but we get ready for the St. Louis Cardinals. Um, I'm not sure what their record is. Let me just take a quick peek here, see if I can find that. I know the Phillies are 8-3. Are we 9-3? Have we played 12 games yet? Oh, we're 8-4. Excuse me, we're 8-4. And the Cardinals are 5-7 coming into this series, a 3-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals. So they're middle of the pack. We still have a winning record, but it'll be nice to get a series win here, um, and really not not have people go into panic mode about anything. They're already panicking enough um, about some of the deficiencies on our team. Obviously, the bullpen is one that really needs some straightening out. Um, guys like Jose Alvarado. I mean, he's our best uh, bullpen arm, and I like Jose Alvarado personally, but um, he's as far as other relievers, other closers in the league, he's probably slightly above average, and he's our best guy as of right now. We're we're struggling in that area compared to the rest of the league. And Alec Bohm, I'll get more into him on another day, and his struggles. Um, who knows? Maybe by the time the series is over against the Cardinals, maybe he'll have woken up and he'll be playing well. But Alec Bohm, he's been the subject of much scrutiny these days when it comes to Phillies baseball and his temperament. But I'll get to him another time. Um, tough series loss, but we got to move on. Got to get ready for the next one. It's a long season. I'll be saying that throughout the year as we go along further. It's a it's a long season. Just got to put this one behind us and get ready for the next game. So 3 game series against the Cardinals. Series win will do us some good. A series sweep will be better, but I think the Phillies are capable of it, and I think that they're in a good position to rebound, get that sour taste out of their mouth after the Braves series. So we'll see what they do. We'll check back in after the ending of this series, probably either late Sunday night or sometime on Monday. But we'll check back in and we'll see how our Phils. We'll see what the pulse is with our Phils by then.